psychology is one of the many fields within psychology. One specific career within sports psychology is a sports instructor and coach. Sports instructors and coaches work with individuals or a team of athletes to enhance their skills. Sports instructors demonstrate and explain the skills and rules of particular sports, like golf or tennis, to individuals or groups. They help beginners learn basic rules, movements, and techniques of a game. Coaches work with an organized team or individual, teaching the skills associated with that sport. Coaches prepare their team for competition. Instructors and coaches play many roles and they have several responsibilities. They use their expertise in a specific athletic discipline to impart knowledge and demonstrate the basic principles, fundamentals, and techniques of the sport they teach. They provide training and proper instruction on the sport. This includes providing encouragement, motivation, and preparation. They must plan and organize training sessions, conduct physical conditioning, and share tips to improve performance. They also adjust coaching techniques to better fit their athletes, evaluate athletes' performance, and assess and deal with injuries. They also plan and develop strategies for their team, inspect and maintain equipment, organize and plan competitions, fundraisers, and tryouts, and they also recruit new and promising athletes to their team. Some coaching positions only require a high school diploma, while some require a master's degree. A majority of coaching positions require a bachelor's in some sort of science or psychology, such as physical therapy or kinesiology. Sports instructors typically possess years of personal experience in the practicing sport that they can then use for teaching. Here are a list of attributes a sports instructor or coach should possess. They should have excellent physical condition and stamina. They should be able to play or practice the sport that they specialize in and possess extensive knowledge in the sport. They need to have strong observational and awareness skills. They need to be capable of monitoring the activities of several players at the same time, analyze the performance of each player, look out for possible hazards or safety violations, and notice emergencies as soon as they happen. They also need to have good interpersonal and communication skills. They should be capable of conveying instructions to athletes and explain safety procedures, proper use of equipment, performance tips, and strategies and rules in a clear and calm manner. They also need to have excellent teamwork and leadership skills. They are part of a team and need to be able to work as part of a team. They need to coordinate team activities and provide guidance and advice to their athletes, identify the strengths and weaknesses of each player, and relay instructions and responsibilities to their athletes. They also need to have good stress and decision-making skills and high levels of honesty and integrity. Salary is low for instructors and coaches, and it often takes time to develop a reputation. The average salary of a sports instructor is $37,000 a year, averaging about $19 an hour. Entry-level positions start around $26,000, and experienced instructors can make up to $52,000 yearly. Some of the professional high-level coaches and sports instructors can make up to $100,000 yearly. You may be asking, how does psychology help with coaching? A bachelor's in psychology offers many advantages when it comes to instructing and coaching sports. The study of human behavior, which includes attitudes and motivation, which will assist coaches in trying to motivate athletes to improve. Studying psychology will provide sports instructors and coaches with the necessary knowledge to best teach their athletes. After all, athletes of all ages and levels learn differently, and you need to know how to teach all of those children and athletes. Sports psychology is the understanding of how the mind influences an athlete's performance in their chosen sport. Within the principles of sports psychology are various concepts, such as how do athletes prefer to learn? What is their personality? How does an athlete learn to visualize a successful performance? Do they understand and overcome their limiting beliefs? And how does an athlete develop high levels of self-awareness? Mental visualization is a sports psychology skill that coaches can help their athletes develop. This may have specific training sessions that practice mental visualization of the perfect execution of technique or practice the race or game plan. It can also be as simple as a few minutes of visualization before practice commences. Another sports psychology area that is vitally important is goal setting. Every successful athlete needs to set goals and then know how to break these goals into smaller chunks. Coaches can keep their athletes on track by constantly having smaller goals to focus on each session that contribute to the more significant goals. Having these smaller goals also teaches narrow concentration skills and how to focus on the process rather than the outcome of a performance. A coach can also use an effective feedback model combined with appropriate positive language. For example, when a coach tells their athlete what they are doing incorrectly, they must also explain how to fix the technical error. When the athlete attempts to fix the technique, the coach should positively encourage the athlete for their effort and support them. This helps boost the athlete's self belief in their ability to make changes, and they begin to feel more comfortable while operating outside of their comfort zone. Coaches can teach their athletes how to monitor their own self talk. An athlete's internal talk impacts their performance. By asking your athletes to begin to notice their internal conversations and if they are positive or not, can help an athlete begin to change negative self talk. And an athlete's internal conversation is often a representation of their own self beliefs. Once again, becoming aware of these internal conversations is the first step towards changing them to be more positive and hence being able to create better performances. If you're passionate about sports, then I recommend becoming a sports instructor or coach. I've been coaching gymnastics for over 6 years, and it's an amazing job with awesome rewards. Watching athletes train hard and achieve their goals is a great process to be a part of. Coaches can apply sports psychology principles to help improve team communication, cohesion, and progress. Through applying these principles, you can create an atmosphere that can enhance athletes' learning, build their confidence, and increase their motivation, which sets them up for success.